movie. Yes, they made a Borderlands movie starring Kate Blanchett and Kevin Hart for some reason in a role that a lot of people have. Why did they cast him in that role? He's supposed to be a big guy, right? No, yes, no, I don't know. Jack Black, Ariana Greenblatt. Meh. Apparently, the reviews are coming in, guys, and it's not looking good. There's speculation. Will Borderlands be a box office flop? Well, I guess I would take into consideration how much money it costs to make, with a reported budget of around 120 million and a 10 to 15 million projected opening. That's not good. That's not good. Yes, that would poise Borderlands to be a complete box office bomb. Which, if you were any movie aficionado, fan, diehard sweaty, you track box office results, that kind of thing, this has been on the nose for a while. This is a movie that was supposed to come out like last year or something, and it just kept on getting pushed and pushed and pushed for reasons they say. Well, we've had the writer's strike, we've had all these things, so we can't put it out now. It just had that air about it where it's kind of like nobody has a lot of confidence in this thing, it appears like. Well, that's sort of what the early reviews are in. So sorry, Eli Roth. I like the aesthetic of what they were going for in the, well, maybe not. They're a little too green screenish. Too much green screen stuff in the background, right? Now, I never played the game, so I can't tell you if this is accurate or not, or if it's just too silly. But the first reactions are in, so let's go take a look. First reactions to Borderlands call it a game over. Eli Roth's adaptation of the first-person shooter Borderlands had a fan event this weekend that left the majority underwhelmed. Did it? I must have missed it if it did, because if it did, I would have been able to see it on Sunday. I didn't get a call. Bummer. Anyway, Borderlands, let's take a look at some of the early snapshot reviews. Borderlands is a disaster filled with every cliche you can ponder. This film swaps the mayhem and imagination of the games for a lifeless, unfunny, and visually repulsive dud with annoying characters and a cast with no 1 ounce of chemistry. Borderlands feels like an out-of-touch executive thinks the cool kids find... Okay, hold on. Borderlands feels like what an out-of-touch executive thinks the cool kids find appealing. Yeah, there is something about that, about all this, that felt very by committee. And that's one of the reasons why we've got Kevin Hart in here as one of the roles that fans have said, that's not the way that the character's supposed to be, right? You get, well, Kevin Hart's big. He wants to be, we should get him in this movie because it'll put butts in seats. Well, then you're not really trying to service the story with that mentality, executives. You are just trying to crave this, right? So it's kind of like, you don't understand the fan base. You don't understand the movie you're making the audience for. You're just trying to push money around and what? Bringing in Kevin Hart for some reason that you think will put more butts in seats, and it looks like it's not going to. So it looks like you, executive, should be escorted out of the office building at the end of the day. Here's your pink slip. Don't come back. Don't ever work in this business ever again. Or you're going to go back working as the coffee guy that goes out and gets our coffees. That's it. You're done. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that. To continue on with this, there is not a single earnest character moment here. Just obnoxious quips that feel dated as soon as they leave the actors' mouths. It's not even so bad, so good. It's just a complete mess. You're getting the impressions here, right? Chris Shelburne live chat. That doesn't shock me, James, that movie's a complete disaster and a bomb. Yeah. Glass Viking says, I wonder, did Borderlands have any significant reshoots during 1 year delay? Hoping Jamie Lee Curtis will bring her A game to the screen. Well, I'm seeing it because of Jamie Lee Curtis, because of Kate Blanchett. Kate Blanchett's in my top 5 actresses. Like, it looks like it should be just a whimsical popcorn type fun movie. And if it is, when I go see it tomorrow at 4:50, I think is when I am seeing it. Yeah, 4:50 right there. I'm not seeing the 3:30 one. Probably should, but the VIP theater is like $25 a ticket. And I don't really want to pay that for a movie that's not getting this kind of a good fair review. I could wait an extra hour or so. It's a thing where if it's good, I'll come out and I'll say, guys, guess what? All these first reactions, all my prognostications have been misguided because it's actually kind of a fun movie. That's what I hope I'm going to say tomorrow. Miles Lawrence just finished watching Borderlands. Holy F. What an abomination of an adaptation. But it's my monstrosity. It's my monstrosity? What the heck? I don't understand that. Borderlands is a baffling video game adaptation. There is a potential for a great world building, but it never happens due to a rushed and dull screenplay. The set design is impressive, but the film looks cheap due to poor CGI. Kate Blanchett and Ariana Greenblatt, Jack Black, I'm sure are all fine. Questionable CGI, huh? Well, I just finished saying that they do spend a lot on green screen stages, which was one of the things I hated about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and actually a lot of the recent movies are just people on green screen stages, and it's getting tiresome. I guess what they were talking about, well, this looks all okay. I guess what they're talking about is maybe those big CGI creatures that we saw in the trailers. Oh, that's Gina Gershon, right? Like the cast, yes, the cast has got me interested, but it's Eli Roth that gives you pause, right? So they're saying that this all looks cheesy, or this creature here. Oh, I thought we saw more of the creature. Yeah, so we'll see. It may look better on the big screen, although it doesn't really look like that right now. Like, that doesn't look terrible. It's not real because it's all CG, but I guess that's their point of what that person was trying to say. Hey, um, the social media embargo has now lifted, and I can say that the Borderlands movie has an exceptional level of detail for those who have played the video games. But I don't know if that's enough to stop people from accusing it of being Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff. Okay, so there's a direct comparison to Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, we'll have to see how it shakes down tomorrow, guys, but it's not boding well for Borderlands. Yeah. People saying that, how is Kate Blanchett in this movie? I think she just wanted to be part of something that was fun. That, yes, the younger crowd plays, like the kids and stuff play Borderlands, so she must have been thinking like that mentality, and hopefully it's going to be a hit. But then as soon as Eli Roth was attached to it as one of her agents, I would have been like, whoa, 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 hold on here. This is, I'm sorry to say it, but he hasn't exactly hit home runs, right? He's a little bit of a smaller tier director. You're rolling the dice here, Kate, if you're going to be in this movie. And it looks like the dice are going to come up and tell us that it was a boss or sucks. But I'm sure that Kate Blanchett will be fine with it. She'll breathe life into the dialogue and script, and hopefully that will radiate out amongst the rest of the cast, right? To get, like her professionalism. Jack Black. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about Jack Black in just a little bit too. Like here are these the visual effects that they're saying that are questionable?
So grateful that the game has such brilliant characters.
In order to create such a crazy world, you have to bring.
Yeah, I never played the game, so I'll be intrigued. But I'm getting like it wants to be sort of like in the post-apocalyptic world, like a Furiosa or Fallout, even. And it feels like it's the next tier down. It's like the CW version of it, right? It's like the lower budget B movie people that couldn't quite afford that vision and directors to flesh out that scope, and that's sort of what this version is, right? I don't know. What are people saying in the comments? Like a poor man's Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, there you go. You can try to sell this film however you want, but Kevin Hart's role and continue to seem like a huge mistake. Yeah, so there's somebody calling out the Kevin Hart thing. I don't know the original character, so he may work for me in this, but I'll at least acknowledge that people are like, that's not supposed to be the way that he's in the game, kind of thing, right? I do respect source material, and when people pay respect to the source material. Glass Viking says, I'll take Borderlands as a Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff if it's watchable. Bishopper says, hey, how are you doing? You're doing fine. Glass Viking says, I was getting Tank Girl vibes from a few clips. Yeah, Tank Girl, it's on that kind of level, right? What it sort of feels like. I don't know. We shall have to see. As of right now, it doesn't have anything on the tomato meter. If the embargo's down, it should be up pretty soon, you'd think. Yeah. Interesting. But we'll have to see how this plays out at the weekend's box office, because I don't think Borderlands is going to make enough to unseat Deadpool and Wolverine, and we caught that up on Monday, right? We made that guess. It's not going to make, like, Deadpool and Wolverine will probably make $50 million this next week. Borderlands, if it's forecast for 10 to 15 million, it's going to be third, it looks like. So it'd go Deadpool and Wolverine, Twisters, and then Borderlands, then Trap, and then I don't know if that Blake Lively movie is going to have enough to break in there. The movie It Ends With Us, romance drama. And isn't Cuckoo opening up in limited release this weekend as well? 50% It Ends With Us. So Blake Lively can't bring the box office Blake Lively can't bring the box office success like her husband Deadpool. James, that's not very nice of you to say. Well, sometimes the truth hurts sometimes, right? 50%. I'll go see that movie maybe on a cheap matinee. It Ends With Us. Obviously, it's like Purple Crayon movie last week. It's a little lower on the priority list. I do like Blake Lively as an actress, though. 50% by critics is not kind, though. It's not kind, so it looks like we're poised to have a couple of questionable bombs this weekend at the box office, and I don't see that Blake Lively movie cracking the top 5. Maybe. But then it would have to kick out Despicable Me 4 or Inside Out 2, which is possible. It's possible. Alright. Chris Over, what's your favorite chips flavor? What? Old Dutch barbecue. There you go. Our Glass Vikings. our theaters are re-showing the Spider-Man movies. Tobey Maguire in first Spider-Man still holds up on the biggest screen. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably go see the second one for sure with Doc Ock. That one's always good. And I do like the first one as well because of Willem Dafoe. All that, what they set up there. All right, guys, I really don't have a whole lot on the plate for today. I just wanted to more or less talk about that Borderlands thing. How little, I would admit that I am a little bit bummed out by it. I was hoping that maybe they would be able to squeak in a surprise for us. Just, I don't know. It's like they just didn't understand the product, maybe. I don't know. All right, what do we got? Let's run through some of these quick things that broke yesterday. Daisy Ridley has been diagnosed with Graves' disease. Bummer. Diagnosed last September. So what is it? It's an autoimmune disorder that leads to an overactive thyroid gland. Ah, bummer. Thyroid gland. That's in here, isn't it? Yeah. So after shooting her latest movie, she experienced symptoms in which he included a racing heart, weight loss, fatigue, and hand tremors. I don't have hand tremors, but I am tired. No, I got my sleeping schedule back. But anyway, uh, tired but wired. Bummer. Um, so Ridley realized that she had been feeling super irritable among her other symptoms. It was funny. I was like, oh, I just thought I was annoyed at the world, she said, but it turns out everything is functioning so quickly you can't chill out. While she's been vegan for years, she's now decided to go gluten-free, as it is said to help with inflammation. Well, yeah, I'm not super strict about it, but generally cutting down on gluten makes me feel better. Well, that's better. That's good. So gluten is, yeah, that's a big thing. But it's not that hard to get gluten-free breads and stuff like that. You can work around that stuff. And I experimented cutting out gluten for like a month or so. It wasn't that hard. You just miss, and also I was trying to cut out carbs, so for me it was a double whammy. But anyway, it worked out. It sucks, bummer for Daisy. Really, I just hope that she's able to manage it. It sounds like it's a disease that's manageable, right? It's not terminal or anything. Huh, I'll have to read more of that. If you're desperate, James, you could go watch Zach Levi in the Purple Crayon movie. Oh, that didn't get very good reviews either, did it? Uh, well, so, I just got to prioritize my time and what I'm doing. Where are we at? Yeah, Cuckoo is getting out right now. That's that Hunter Schafer, Dan Stevens horror flick. Yeah, 28% Harold and the Purple Crayon. Not the result that Zach Levi was looking for. Because he kind of had a lower point with Shazam 2. Wasn't very well received, and now this Harold and the Purple Crayon. His chances at up to be the leading man in a project are slowly well, dwindling, not coming into fruition. I think you should just resort to being a background character for right now. Build yourself up that way. You had your two cracks here. Didn't look like it's going to pay off. Next, Channing Tatum has posted a behind the scenes look at, and Jennifer Garner has posted behind the scenes look at their Deadpool and Wolverine training. So I watched it on Instagram today. It was just cool because this is on Channing Tatum's Instagram page. It just shows him working with the staff, getting fitted for his helmet and stuff. So you know me when I said in our little informal review of Deadpool and Wolverine that I'm so glad that he got a chance to do this because he really loves this character. Right? He really wanted to play him and do him justice for his own movie, but um, just didn't seem like that was in the cards. Cool little video though, man. Next, Venom. Does this Venom 3 clip confirm a long-awaited cameo from a Marvel icon? Will we finally see Tom Hardy or Tom Holland in this? I watched the clip, guys. No, I don't know what the heck they're smoking with this. Saying that there's going to be a Tom Holland cameo in here. I looked at the people. I looked at the shops in the background. I didn't see anything. Obviously, that's Tom Hardy right there. Looks like they're just getting some B-roll footage or something. I don't see any evidence in here of a Tom Holland or anything, so I don't know what they're smoking with that. I tried looking around for any other footage and stuff like that, but this article is bogus. Hey, it happens from time to time. Heather Graham directs herself in a 90s teen icon and 90s teen icon in new rom-com. Chosen Family. Yes. Now, I got nothing against Heather Graham, and I do like Julia Stiles. But this trailer looked very, very made for TV. He meets a charming young guy. It's like Hallmark Channel stuff, which is not bad. I mean, Lacey Chabert has made a career doing Hallmark kind of stuff. So why can't Heather Graham as well? And she directed this too, so I'm curious about it for multiple reasons. I'm not going to play the trailer because it seems to go on and on. Yeah, so she's like a yoga instructor or something, and she's having trouble getting people to come to her classes, and she gets caught on the interwebs doing something weird, and all of a sudden people want to show up there, and there's romance there. Where's Julia Stiles? I thought I saw Julia Stiles in here. Oh yeah, there she is. Good. We just last saw her in what's the young girl's? What's that? The first Omen, the first kill, Orphan First Kill. Yeah. Anyway, is that what people are saying in the comments? John Brotherton. Brotherton is gosh darn handsome. Damn, that body at 54, Heather Graham is something else. Where else? So it's people talking about people's looks. As I said, very Hallmark. Starting to get a dry mouth here, guys. I don't know why. Next. Disney turns up a profit in streaming as entertainment income soars. I wanted to pull this article because they just posted the other day that they're going to be boosting the price of Disney Plus in the States, which means they're probably going to boost it here in Canada as well. It's not worth it, guys. Disney Plus is not like, yeah, it's cool to have the library of Star Wars and the MCU at your fingertips. I could pull from that library for like B-roll for my clips and stuff all the time. Is that really worth $14 a month though? And what I hear is supposed to be going up to like 16 or 18 bucks. I don't know. I just cancel it whenever I'm not watching it. So like I'm one of those people. But it's kind of like you're making profit. So why then are you jacking the price? Right? Jacking the price is when you're like, oh guys, we're not making enough money here. But if you're making profit, then why are you charging more for it? Just so you can make more profit? That seems a little bit greedy, guys. And remember, I just said that your product is a little questionable, right? Yeah, you play around with this a little too much, raising the price on people, and then eventually people will just say, "No mas, no, I don't want to pay it. I'm out." So we'll have to see how that goes. All right. Oh, I got. First look at Kate Blanchett, Kevin Kline, and Sacha Baron Cohen and Alfonso Cuarón's disclaimer. Apple's 7-part limited series. All right. This was part in that Apple teaser that showed us Welcome to Derry and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Right? No, or is that something different? Oh, no, this looks like it's something different. Yes, James, because that was for something else. Oh. I don't know who the heck that was. What's going on here? So, footage spliced. Oh, there's Sacha Baron Cohen. Okay. Oh, a little sexy here, huh? There's Kate. God, she's just wow. Ah, fascinating. Not really. Next. It ends with us review. No, we don't need to go back to that. We already did that. I should have done a better job of putting that tab next to the relevant one. Patty Yasutake, Star Trek and Beef, dies at the age of 70. That sucks. If you're not a Star Trek Next Generation fan, then you don't know who she played in TNG. Why am I just drawing a blank on it? Not Kiko. What the heck is her name? I'm sure it'll be over here somewhere. Somewhere. Nurse Ogawa. Yeah, there we go. Lisa Ogawa. Nurse Ogawa. Yeah, she was in a couple good episodes on TNG. That's a real shame. Apparently, she had a fight with T cell lymphoma. Damn. 70 is kind of on the younger side. That sucks. Lower Decks, she was good on. That's the TNG episode, not the animated one. Yeah, she had a couple good stuff.
It's the most pet-friendly listings.
Stop that. Sean Levy breaks down the big goal for his Star Wars movie, and I'm hoping Disney doesn't mess with it. Okay, I'll say that the experience of crafting this story has forced me to think about that question because there's so many times that Star Wars movies can revisit the same section of the timeline. Because I don't want to do a Star Wars film that is redundant to others, nor am I interested in doing one that has to serve another movie. I really wanted to craft something that felt organic to me in tone and both in tone and characters. So if you think there's certainly So I think that there is certainly the force and a connection to something bigger than our individual cells and the way that that can make us powerful. Those things combined with a visual delay and wish fulfillment, that's Star Wars to me. Huh. Well, I would say that they haven't been really fooling around with the original treatments of what people were trying to do because they did Gareth Edwards' Rogue One based on a treatment from John Knoll, right? Uh, And then I don't know what the heck they were doing with that solo movie. Actually, yeah, things just fall apart after a little while. Oh, because it didn't work out for Patty Jenkins in her Rogue Squadron movie because she had her good pitch and everything, I guess, and then that fell apart. Wait, so yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about here, maybe. Sean, they're going to mess with you. They're going to try to change around things. I don't know why. I hope they don't try to shoehorn in any kind of social justice kind of BS because the MCU seems to have gotten rid of all that mandate. But from what I'm being told, is that Lucasfilm has kind of doubled down on all that stuff. So it's kind of like, guys, focus on your stories before that. And that's what Sean Levy's hoping that he will be able to do with his Star Wars movie. After watching The Adam Project, I'm totally on board with Sean Levy's Star Wars movie. Yeah, too. Me too. Yeah, The Adam Project was a good movie too. And a good example of him using visual effects. Although he just used a lot of visual effects in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, he's got it where it counts, I would say. All right. Guys, I really didn't have a whole lot in the can for today, so I wasn't expecting to go for too long. I don't really have that much more in here. Jack Black assures fans that Tenacious D will tour again. Yeah, he pulled their tour because this guy here said something not the greatest on social media about the state of U.S. politics in any way. It was not a very, very good thing to say, but uh, just from the backlash of that, they decided to pull that tour. They said they'll tour again, but I'm sure Jack Black was probably not too happy. I'm sure that they had some screaming matches behind the scenes there. Is that probably yeah. Yeah, you can say what you want, but you're costing me this, dude. That's the way I would look at it, right? We're supposed to be out on tour, making a little bit of cash, and now we can't. The Last Disturbance. Patricia Arquette joins Kenneth Branagh thriller. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. There's not much for today. So pay attention to them. Yeah, tomorrow. Probably not until like 10 o'clock, though. My straight out of the theater reaction will be up on the channel for Borderlands. Tenacious D will tour again with Kyle Gass taped up. They're best bros, and Kyle and his godfather Jack Hits. Yeah, but it's still, it's just like, dude, what are you doing? You're costing me here, kind of thing. Anyway, thumbs up. And I'll see you next time right here on Mirror Domains.